Hi fellow Edgewaterians, Luke Martin here, your Edgewater property expert, giving you a quick update on all things happening in the Edgewater property market and the market in the broader sense as well. Going through the September stats from REWA firstly, for the month of September 2020, the average days on market for the Perth metropolitan area was down 27 days, making an average of 28 days to sell your property compared to the same time last year. So what that means is if you're selling your property in September 2019, you're expected to sit on the market for an average of 55 days. Fast forward to 2020, that average number is now down to 28. That's a crazy difference right across the board, and it's fantastic if you're a seller right now. If you're a buyer, chances are you may have missed out on a property or two here or there because there's so much competition right now. The price is being pushed right up because of that competition, and the days on market is well and truly down. And our suburb here in Edgewater is no different to what REWA is suggesting as well. We'll get to that in a second. So for the month of October in Edgewater, we had 5 new listings come onto the market. They were all houses, existing properties, no land or anything like that. We had 9 properties go under offer. I can't tell you what they sold for yet, unfortunately, because they haven't settled. But when they do, they'll be included in a later video with a quarterly update. Obviously, I'll talk about the highest and the lowest there like I did last month. And then the average days on market for the month of October, and this is for the properties that have gone under offer or have sold in that time, so for those 9 properties, was 56 days on market. It's important though when you look at that, because you say, Luke, hang on, you just told me that REWA said that September, the average days on market for the Perth metro area was 28, and now you're telling me that October in Edgewater, our average days on market is 56. What's going on? What happens with average days on market is obviously it's taken from the whole time of properties on the market. So there was a property on a Parley Trail that obviously has been a little bit difficult to sell for the agent over there based on the fact that there's a lot of development going on, and I could imagine that would probably scare some of the buyers around that little pocket. If you take that property out of the equation, our average days on market for the remaining 8 properties all of a sudden drops to 21.25. So that's a huge difference. Obviously that property that I mentioned on the Parley Trail was on the market for a long time. So it is what it is, unfortunately, but it's great for the sellers that is now sold, and we move on. So average days on market overall is really low still. Don't buy into that average of 56 that you'll see in the email and the text below, or it could be above actually this video. So don't read into that too much. The real days on market is probably looking somewhere more around that 21, 22 days. Heading into November, so the end of October, we had 7 properties available, so 7 houses available and 1 block of land. So 8 listings all up right now if you exclude the under offer on realestate.com. What that means for you as a seller is you're not against a lot of competition right now. There's a few properties that are currently sitting there in the 600 range right now on realestate.com. So if you've got a 3x1 or a 3x2 or even a 4x2, now is a fantastic time. You're pretty much not up against any competition at all, let's say, or if there is competition there, everything is moving pretty quickly anyway. So it's a fantastic time to sell. Depending on the circumstances of the deal, if you were to go to market right now, you may be able, I say may very cautiously, may be able to be sold and in your new house by Christmas, by the end of the new year, by the end of this year, or alternatively, you could be moving into your new home early 2021. There's still a really good window right now before we hit Christmas if you were ready to go to market. The buyers are out in force still. Everything's still go. Obviously, as we approach December and then towards Christmas, the market's probably going to slow down. That's generally what happens approaching Christmas, and then we kick off again pretty early on in the new year. So if you've had any thoughts of selling, or you'd like just a quick update, market update for you and your property, you'd like to discuss maybe your plans going forward, maybe you're thinking of selling early next year, or maybe you're like, maybe now is a good time before Christmas to get our property on the market and hopefully have an offer or two come through before the end of the year. I'd love to have a chat with you if that's the case. My number is 0419 769 529. Give me a call if that's of interest to you. If not, stay tuned for next month's update.